All right. And it looks like we are live. All right, good morning, everybody. We are back for another live stream today, and we have a Donkey Kong Bonanza Direct this morning, and I'm really excited to see more about this game. From a first glance, whenever I first saw it, I was thinking it kind of has this Mario Odyssey kind of look to it with the, the paint color, right? The design of it, just the overall feel of how it looks and how it plays. So it's like this could have been Mario Odyssey 2, but they turned it into a Donkey Kong game. And it's crazy to think we haven't had a 3D Donkey Kong game like this since DK 64, which was forever ago. So this is pretty exciting. I can definitely tell they made this more kind of cartoony, right? Especially with how Donkey Kong acts. They changed his design, and in the Mario movie, they kept that design obviously in this game. And they made Donkey Kong's character more kid-friendly, I guess would be the right term for it, because the way he kind of acts all ditzy, right, his facial expressions and stuff, he seems not to be like that masculine Donkey Kong that we all know and love growing up. So it's going to be interesting to see how his character and behaviors change over time. But we still have about 6 minutes till the direct starts, so what I wanted to do for fun was I wanted to look up a list of all the Donkey Kong games, because I don't think I've ever actually seen the full list before. All I know, before I actually look into this, the only Donkey Kong games I really know of is the original one. And then I know of Donkey Kong Country, and then from there on out. So anything in between the first Donkey Kong to Donkey Kong Country, I have no idea. So I'm going to go ahead and take a look at this, and let's see all the Donkey Kong games that we have. So the original, 1981. Wow. It's a long time ago. Like, it seems like it's a long time ago, but it seems like it's not. But the very first one, you can see they've released it like pretty much I forgot it was within DK64. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. And on the GameCube with Animal Crossing. That's right. Animal Crossing did have all those like retro games you could play on there. Oh my gosh. This is a flashback. Yeah, so they pretty much have it on almost every single Nintendo console. And if they could have put it on the Super Nintendo, there's that gap. If they could have put it on the Super Nintendo, I bet they would have. But, wow. Okay. Donkey Kong Jr. So this came out a year later. See, I don't think I've ever seen this one, really. Like, what's the difference? Okay, so you collect, like, fruits on the way up. Yeah, I don't think I've ever played that one. So that was a year later. Donkey Kong 3, there was a third one. I kind of want to see a screenshot of this. Yeah, so I've never seen or played that one either. Wow, I didn't realize they had that many. Jungle Fever. Only in Japan. I might have to look that one up. I'm kind of curious to know about that one. Banana Kingdom, also in Japan for the arcade. Okay. Junior Math. What was this for? Nintendo Entertainment System. GameCube within Animal Crossing. See, I don't know if I ever saw this one in Animal Crossing. There we go. Donkey Kong Country. Such a masterpiece. Especially the soundtrack. It was such a great game. But my favorite one out of all of them is Donkey Kong Country 2. I spent a lot of time on this one as a kid, and the soundtrack by David Wise is amazing. So amazing that I decided to just kind of pick up my guitar and just learn some of these songs on my guitar. Donkey Kong Country 3, I was really surprised as a kid whenever Diddy Kong wasn't in this one, considering he was in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2. But DK3, this was also DKC3. That was also a pretty good game. I enjoyed that one. Diddy Kong Racing. Oh my gosh. I think we need another one of these. That was an amazing game. Mario Kart World's kind of doing the same thing to where you can, have different kinds of vehicles, but Diddy Kong Racing, it's not like Mario Kart World to where in Mario Kart World you just transform into those vehicles when you go on water. It's like you had to pick that one vehicle, such as the watercraft, and you're that vehicle for the entire race. But that was a great one. And the free roam mode integrated within the campaign, story mode, if you want to call it that. DK64, absolutely masterpiece. I would love to see that game remastered. I think we need that. Never played Donkey Konga. I remember as a kid going into Blockbuster, and I remember seeing this game in there. But never actually played that one. And then I forgot they had a second one. But yeah, that was advertised pretty big as a kid. Jungle Beat, yeah, kind of remember that one. Never played that one though. So this one, that's only in Japan. Barrel Blast. See, I forgot all about that one. A racing game. Really? I thought this was just another like Donkey Konga game. So what is this? Huh. I'll have to look more into that. I don't really remember that one. Country Returns. Okay, I played that one. That one's pretty decent. And then Tropical Freeze. So it's been, wow, 11 years since the last Donkey Kong game. And then what are these? Portable handheld games. Okay, Donkey Kong Jr. Donkey Kong Circus. What is this? Donkey Kong Hockey? I didn't know they had a hockey game. I'm learning all kinds of new stuff. Donkey Kong Land. I did play that. That was a great game based on Donkey Kong Country. Donkey Kong Land 2 based on DKC 2 pretty much. Same thing with third. So those are pretty good. Mario vs. Donkey Kong. The one I really liked the most was that newest one that came out on the Switch. Cancel games. There was a racing one they canceled. Donkey Kong Racing. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine how amazing this would have looked if it was on the GameCube? They should have come out with that. Best Donkey Kong. Okay, we got 1 minute till the direct starts. Really quick, let's see the best Donkey Kong games ranked. Original Donkey Kong got 14th place. DK Jr. Okay, Donkey Kong Country 2 better be at the top of the list, because that was amazing. Jungle Climber, never played that one. DS, I didn't know it was on the DS. They have so many games I never knew about. I'm surprised DK64 is not ranked higher on this. Okay, it's time for the direct. Diddy Kong Racing is great. The number 1 game, Returns? What? I don't agree with that, but whatever. I'm not the one that wrote the list. Okay, so let's go ahead and fast forward to the live. Oh my gosh, here we go. Okay, let's get full screen. Okay, so I wonder what those things do. Oh, he's like your buddy. Honestly, this singer sounds like the singer from Smash Ultimate. It's an interesting opening cinematic. Like with the music and the tone and everything and the mood. Look at DK's big old smile. What the heck? What? Oh, it's like the original. Okay, like the original. He's trying to save her. Okay, I get it.
The discovery of the century, made right here on Ingot Isle. This is excellent news for #1 banana fan, Donkey Kong. However, just as he's about to enjoy the notable bananas, a sudden tempest sends him deep down underground. As his adventure begins, DK teams up with Odd Rock.
So that's like Cappy from Mario Odyssey, pretty much.
It's no rock at all. It's actually a talented young singer named Pauline.
She hatches out of a rock.
Donkey Kong just wants bananas. And Pauline wants to find a way back home to the surface.
Yeah, this is definitely a kid-friendly game, you could tell.
By reaching the planet core. So the unlikely duo set off.
She's so tiny, she's like a kid.
Subterranean adventure.
That looks like Zelda Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. That's cool.
Where the scenery changes the deeper you go.
Wow.
Some layers are so spectacular that it's hard to believe you're underground.
See, doesn't this feel like Mario Odyssey?
They can run.
Like some of those worlds they just showed kind of looked like some of the kingdoms from Mario Odyssey.
And climb through each environment.
That's cool. You climb like that.
Incredible physical prowess. You can freely move in any direction. But that's not all.
It looks like a fun game though.
In your path, you can smash.
See, I wonder if this game's going to be a lot of smashing though. If it's just going to be button mashing all the time. That's kind of the one thing I'm concerned about, is if you're just going to be button mashing the whole time.
This to a massive rock formation.
See, that's going to take forever to do that. Like, yeah, people are going to do that for sure. All the Minecraft players are going to love that.
Bananas known as Banandium gems.
Okay, so that's kind of like getting, what do you call it in Mario Odyssey? I just went blank. Whatever you collect in Mario Odyssey, like that kind of animation that Mario had when he pauses. It's kind of what that reminds me of.
Enemies, walls, the ground, and most things you can get your hands on with incredible force. Destruction can
This totally feels like Mario Odyssey,
so set off a chain reaction.
which is not a bad thing. It looks cool.
Dive punch.
So a lot of different smashing techniques.
Directly downward. How deep you punch into the ground depends on the strength of the terrain.
Wow. Oh my gosh, like there's gonna be so many things to explore in this game.
Send lighter objects soaring. Combine this with punches and jumps to really mix things up.
Yeah, looks
Hand
cool.
slap. Make some noise to collect scattered items. Or detect hidden objects using sonar. You can even use your feet when your hands are occupied. Tear off. Grab a chunk of terrain and tear it off. Or tear up turnips to find items.
Nice.
And even tear chunks off your foes.
Oh, that's
Swing.
that's pretty cool.
Grab a chunk and swing it to attack.
There's a lot of
Harder
abilities.
chunks can be used to break stone with ease. Or smash spiky thorns. Chunk jump. Use a chunk to
Too bad it's
double
not
jump.
Chunky Kong.
This will help you reach new heights.
Wow.
Throw.
So many abilities. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna keep on going.
Or aim at a target like this.
Nice.
Throwing a boom rock or gold can
Ooh.
have explosive effects.
Oh my gosh, that was cool.
If
Bomb
you throw
rock.
chunks made of softer material, you can stick them to a surface.
What?
Pile them up.
No way. What?
Turf serve.
This is
lets you
crazy.
ride on chunks.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot. It's like shield surfing in Zelda.
Speed up and aim for smaller enemies to knock them away. Make music. The power of Pauline's singing will help show you the way.
It should be Diddy Kong's guitar, like in
And also
Donkey Kong
remove
64.
Strange seals that someone left behind.
But where's Diddy Kong?
You never know what you'll discover.
I wanna
in
see
the
Diddy Kong.
underground world.
And Cranky Kong.
So carve your own path with DK's abilities.
Oh, wow. That's pretty cool.
The many layers
Yeah,
of the
this looks
underground
fun.
world are host to a variety of inhabitants.
I hope the,
Some are mysterious. and
I hope
aren't
the
too
swordfish
bothered
is in
by
this game.
DK's destructive tendencies. It looks like
Oh my
Cranky
gosh.
Kong and
Rambi,
his companions
yes.
are also venturing through the layers of the world.
Amazing.
Then there are the giant
I love Cranky's
elders
humor. It's so
who
great.
call the underground world home. They're said to possess ancient bonanza powers.
She has freckles?
By learning their bonanza powers, Pauline's singing can do something special. She can make
Donkey Kong.
transform.
What? That's wild.
Incredible destructive power.
Oh my gosh, look at it.
No problem. Plow through the world.
Dude, look at his
as
butt.
much as possible with the powerful Kong Bonanza.
This is hilarious.
Plus, DK can transform into a zebra.
What?
Speedy as he is striped. He can even breathe.
This is
underwater.
wild. You can run on the water?
Following pathways. That's the swift zebra bonanza.
This is crazy.
Oh yeah, he can also turn into an ostrich.
What else?
Flying ostrich. Spread your
Oh
wings
my
and
god.
soar through the sky.
That okay, the flying part. I like the flying part.
You can use updrafts
And he has
to gain
eggs,
more
too.
air.
Can he transform into the swordfish?
That's right. It's
I doubt it.
Ostrich Bonanza.
Dang, this game, man.
The transformations
This
don't
is
last
crazy.
forever, though. You can transform again by collecting gold to build up your Bananergy.
Bananergy. Nice little spin on that. Wow, look. Oh, you can scroll. Look at the bottom left corner. You can scroll through all these different power-ups. I wonder how many there are.
When or where you transform, and you can swap between transformations.
Oh,
So
that's
get
cool.
creative and use them as you adventure to the planet core.
It's gonna have a lot of possibilities in this game.
Standing in our hero's way is the Void.
Yeah, they definitely went pretty creative on this one.
Operation both above ground and below. Grumpy Kong works to create gigantic corporate soldiers. Poppy Kong is responsible for subterranean info gathering, while Void Kong is in charge of the whole company.
Is that one of the enemies from Tropical Freeze?
This nefarious crew is responsible for the banana stealing maelstrom on Ingot Isle, and they're heading straight down.
I'm trying to remember Tropical Freeze. It's been so long since I played that one.
Planet Core? But no! I'm going with DK, so you just stay away!
Voidco blocked off all the routes to the lower layers, so no one could reach them. DK and his pals will come face to face with the enemies guarding these routes. So use all the power at your disposal to take on a host of powerful foes. By defeating them, giant sinkholes will open, clearing a path to the lower layers of the underground world.
SL200. What does SL200 mean?
Throughout the underground world are golden bananas called Banandium Gems. They're not always visible though. Sometimes they're buried in the walls, the ground, and other places.
Yeah, so I wonder if there's like a sensor, kind of like the Sheikah sensor in Zelda, where you can find these a little bit
You
easier.
can also obtain these gems by completing challenges in the ruins found throughout your adventure.
Let's do this!
Challenges include time-limited battles,
Cool. Kind of like, maybe there's like mini games of some sort.
courses where you'll need clever solutions,
Nice. That's cool. I like that.
side-scrolling stages.
Oh,
and
classic
more.
DK. Ooh, that looks like a Sticker Brush Symphony.
Keep
Or whatever
your
that place
eyes
was
peeled
called.
to
Sticker
find
Brush something.
Banandium gems. There are plenty of
That's
ruins
cool.
to discover,
Like classic
so
DK right
give them
there.
a try.
Man, this looks great. Doesn't this feel like Mario Odyssey?
As you collect Banandium gems, you'll gain
Ooh.
skill
Oh my
points.
gosh, can you choose to
These
unlock
can be
stuff?
used to
You get to
increase
pick what you
stats
want.
Such as your max health,
That's
or
cool.
the destructive power
I
of your
love
Power
the
up
systems
Donkey
like this.
Kong to match your playstyle. For example, if you strengthen your sonar,
Oh, there it is. That's what I was talking about.
further away, which could lead to
Cool.
new discoveries.
Wow.
Or use skill points to learn new skills. There are all sorts of items to find as you explore. Banandium chips are shaped like slices of banana, and they can be traded for Banandium gems at the chip exchange. These gold nuggets are, unsurprisingly, called gold. You can exchange gold for useful items at the stuff shop.
The stuff shop.
There are fossils too. You can
That's
trade
such a-
these
such
for
a
different fashions and
Classic
local
thing to name a
style
shop.
shops.
The stuff shop. Okay, I got some clothing items. Cool.
Just open the closet and customize the perfect fits for Donkey Kong.
Just
and
like
Mario.
Odyssey. I'm telling you guys.
Even change up your fur color. No look is too much for Donkey Kong, or too little. Almost every article of clothing comes with its own benefits, so mix and match your look to suit the situation. If you find a treasure chest buried in the ground, crack it open, and you might receive a treasure map showing the location of Banandium gems or fossils. Their locations will be marked on your map. Pretty helpful for finding collectibles. You can also
I like
see
that 3D
which
map.
fossils and Bananium gems you've collected, making it easy to see how close you are to completion.
Man, that's gonna be. There's so many things to collect in this game.
In the underground world when not adventuring. Need a rest? Carve out a space and enjoy a getaway where you can recover in bed. And enjoy listening to tunes with the music playing.
It's like a mixture of Breath of the Wild and Odyssey.
You might even find
It really
bits
is.
when defeating enemies.
A lot of
When it comes to
collectibles.
moving
Wow.
Between layers, subterranean eels have your back. These elevators will help you
Huh.
easily move between layers you visited at any
Wow.
time. And if you get lost, no need to worry. You can always teleport.
That's
within the
such a
layer
cool
you're
map.
currently exploring.
Teleport there?
Wow. Huh.
In photo mode, you can freely change the
Of course.
in-game
Of course they have the
camera angle and
photos.
adjust other settings to snap pics.
Some people are into that.
Get a photo like this or that. Unleash your inner shutterbug.
Yeah,
and
people
create
can have some fun
your
with
own
that.
Captivating scenes. By sharing a Joy-Con 2 controller
Share the
or
joy.
using a second set, you and a pal can control Donkey Kong and Pauline separately to buddy up in local co-op play. As
Wow,
the
yeah.
lead, you can unleash vocal
That's
blasts
pretty
using
funny.
Joy-Con 2 mouse controls. You can also copy the material of nearby terrain to give your vocals even more texture.
Interesting.
By working together, even tough enemies don't stand a chance. This game also supports Game Share. Even if only one player has the game, they can quickly share it to another player so they can join on their own system. It can also be shared locally to a Nintendo Switch system. Plus, you can play online between Nintendo Switch 2 systems using Game Share via Game Chat. If you need a little help with all the platforming action, Assist Mode is the way to play. It guides you in the right direction, halves the damage you receive, and more. Assist Mode supports you in your adventure to be the best Kong you can be. Outside of the main game, there's a mode where you can carve stone using mouse controls.
What?
called DK Artist.
I did not expect this
Rotate
at
to
all.
paint.
Nobody would have expected this. This is crazy.
Carve material.
That's pretty cool though.
Or add some back on.
People are gonna be so creative with this.
You can even change the lighting and add delectable banana
I'm
effects.
looking forward to seeing what people make with this.
Give it a try.
Oh,
Sculpt to your heart's
that is
content.
so cool. This looks hard though, man. I'm not much of an artist. Like,
This game
I think
also
I'd have a hard time with
supports
that.
amiibo accessories. A new Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo figure
Yeah,
is
let's see what the
also
amiibo
on the
does.
way. Scanning it unlocks Pauline's diva dress.
Okay, not super into
By
that.
scanning the Donkey Kong series amiibo
A
shown
watch?
here, gold Kong tiles with explosive
Whoa.
power will appear. Every other amiibo released up to this point is also compatible. If you scan them,
I'm still,
you'll get
I'm kind of
giant
surprised
spheres like these.
they're still doing the amiibo thing. Like, you think they would have stopped doing the amiibo stuff by now? But they're still going with it. People still buy it.
CK,
But this looks like a cool game.
I love to sing more than anything. I have this dream. Oh, maybe if we get to the surface, you and me, we can make it more than a dream. We're breaking through, now to the heart, no stopping us now. Get him, DK, inside the storm. I found the key,
Join the powerful Donkey Kong and the talented singer Pauline as they set out on an adventure to the fabled planet Core.
Ah, there's Dixie Kong and Diddy Kong.
my own special.
I wonder if you'll be able to play as them in this game.
DK!
So dramatic.
Donkey
We'll have to wait and see what happens.
Bananza. Available July 17th only
coming
on
up.
Nintendo Switch 2.
Coming up really
Pre-orders
soon.
are available now on Nintendo eShop. The Donkey Kong and Pauline amiibo will also be available July 17th.
For ages 6 and plus, if you saw that. But I guess that's it, right? Okay, wow. My thoughts are, first off, like I said many times throughout the live stream, was it looks and it feels like a mixture of Mario Odyssey, and then once I saw the teleporting, I was thinking kind of like Zelda Breath of the Wild, how you can rest in the bed like in Zelda and recover your hearts, and how you can teleport like in Zelda with the shrines and the travel medallion. So I think it's cool. I love the 3D map feature in this game. I think that's a great feature to have. The different abilities that you can do with Donkey Kong, that's going to be exciting to see if there's any other ones besides the ones they showed off, but that's going to add a lot of possibilities to the game. I think it's exciting to be able to have other kinds of like mini games and challenges within the game itself, so that adds a lot to it. What else stood out to me? The carving mode outside the main game was definitely unexpected, but I like that. I'm not sure how much I would use it, but I would definitely try that out to see it. But yeah, I mean, it's a cool exploring game, and you know, collecting those gold bananas, it reminds me of the different collectibles that you find in again Mario Odyssey, which is not a bad thing because it was a great game. So yeah, I'm excited to check that one out, and let me know what you guys think about Donkey Kong Bonanza in the comment section below, and if you're going to get that game. So thank you guys for joining me on the live stream, and I will see you guys in the next